Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. It is Monday, so it is time for personalized card. As you can see, we're going to create 5 by 7 inches floral birthday card. For my project today, I decided to use Drop of Sunshine #2 collection, which you can find on Craftstash, and I left the link in the description down below if you're interested. I think this collection is very beautiful and elegant and perfect for any occasion. And today we're going to create very elegant birthday card. First, I've got two design papers, and with one of them I'm going to use it for the inside of the card, and then with the second one I'm going to use two of the panels that will go on the Z-fold element. And to make sure that all the elements match beautifully and I've got a really nice border around all those design papers, I've got some white card as well. To add a little bit more interest and color, I'm going to use Distress Oxide ink in Kitsch Flamingo color. And using my ink blending tool, I'm going to apply the ink on the edges on all those elements, and this way I'm going to make sure that my project is more special and beautiful, and I really think that Kitsch Flamingo complements the whole collection beautifully. I wonder, do you distress edges on your cards when you create something very special? Please let me know in the comments down below. I also wonder, have you ever used any of the design papers from Marta Debicka? If you have, what did she create? Please let me know. I also left the link to her Buy Me a Coffee website, where you can find some of her design papers for free, and I really encourage you to have a look, download some of them, and create something absolutely unique. Now, as usual, I've got some double-sided tape on the back of my panels, and I'm going to peel it off with my pokey tool and use a little bit of liquid glue, magic glue, because it is perfect for any paper craft projects. And what I really like about it, first, it dries clear, but you do have time to maneuver all those elements if you make a mistake. And I really think that using double-sided tape and liquid glue really makes a difference in all your projects. So if you haven't tried that technique, I do encourage you to try it. When my panels are ready, we have to create that Z-fold card, and I've got my scoring board and also card base, and this one is 5 by 7 inches, and I'm going to score it at 2.5 inches. Literally, that's it, and we're going to fold all those score lines, burnish them, and we do have card base for our project. Very simple, isn't it? And actually, I've never ever created a Z-fold card in 5 by 7 inches. So that's why today I'm going to use that technique. I always used square cards, so today it is a little bit different. So if you have never ever created a Z-fold card in 5 by 7 inches, maybe today is the day for you. Now I'm going to start putting all those panels inside my card base, and as usual I've got some double-sided tape and liquid glue just to make sure that everything is adhered properly. And when this is ready, we have to start decorating our card. And what I really like about Z-fold cards, they are just so beautiful, gorgeous, and a little bit different than proper usual card, which are most of the time flat. And this one you can actually move to reveal what's inside, and I really like those Z-fold cards. I wonder, how often do you create Z-fold cards? Please let me know in the comments down below. Now I'm going to use beautiful cutting die from Crafter's Companion called Amalfi, and I'm going to die cut it, add a little bit more color, and this will make sure that actually all my elements match beautifully. And I do encourage you to use the same ink you use for the edges of your card to apply on other elements, and this way everything will match beautifully. I'm also going to use the smaller element on the design paper, and yes, it will work beautifully because the whole collection coordinates literally gorgeously. Now we're going to add a little bit of Kitsch Flamingo, again using ink blending tool, because that is the easiest way to apply any of the inks on any of the projects. However, if you have other suggestions, please let me know in the comments down below. So as you can see, this card is already very elegant and beautiful, and I thought, what else can I do to make it even more special? So then later on I'm going to show you which flowers I decided to use from the collection. It has lots of beautiful elements to fussy cut, and those beautiful flowers are perfect because they do match with the background panels, and they are literally gorgeous. So if you have never used a Drop of Sunshine collection, maybe this video will change your mind and you will like to use it. Now, when this is ready, we do have to add a little bit more. And as you can see, I fussy cut lots of beautiful elements, and I always keep them in my zip bag. And this way, everything is one place, and I do keep it entire with the collection. So we have to make sure that all the elements are done, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment, and this time I'm going to use a very beautiful stamp set from Rare Earth, and using black waterproof ink always gives me that nice crisp sentiment, and I really like it. And I wonder, what is your preferred ink to stamp sentiments? Please let me know in the comments down below. And then when this is ready, I decided to add a little bit of double-sided tape on the back on the sentiment because I really wanted to stand out more. And as you can see, the light has changed on my camera. I'm really sorry. There was nothing I can do to fix it, so I'm really sorry. Now, when all those elements are ready, then you have to decide where to put your fussy cut elements, and literally that will be nearly everything for your project. But to make it more special and personalized, I'm going to use Tonic Studio, cutting dice, numerals, and all the names of the products I use in today's video are in the description down below. So if you're interested, yes, you can check them out. I absolutely love creating beautiful 3D flowers, and as you can see, I use some dot tool, and they are very inexpensive. You can buy them on Amazon, Hobbycraft, literally anywhere, and they are actually for decorating cakes, but they are so useful in paper crafting. And I wonder, have you ever used it to make 3D flowers for your projects? Please let me know in the comments down below. When we do have our composition ready, it is time to add a little bit of leaves or foliage if you prefer, and then we're going to use some liquid glue because you do have time to maneuver all those elements, and that's what's very special about it. And I do wonder, what is your favorite adhesive for small elements? Please let me know. To make sure that all my elements match, especially with the number for birthday, which is gold in this case, I'm going to use some gold gems, very tiny, but they will be beautiful and they will work very well with that gold card for the number. And I wonder, how often do you use pearls or gems in your paper crafting? Please let me know. I really wonder. I'm a huge fan of them, and I think they really make a difference in every single project. And now you can see how this card comes together, and I wonder, what would you use that Drop of Sunshine #2 collection? Please let me know, what would be the event or occasion. I would really like to try to create something more with this collection. And now our card is done, and I do encourage you to try the technique. And I wonder, what do you think about this card? Would you like to give it a go? If you haven't, please do it and share your beautiful makes. I do think that some of the flowers can go inside of the card, so as you can see, I put them with my liquid glue, and this way we're going to make sure that actually it is more special and it is a little bit more dimension inside as well. So our card is ready, and I really hope you really like it. If you do, please let me know, what other colors would you use for this card? Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting. See you in my next video. Bye!